looking for something. A new way, a new understanding, a connection, some comfort. You've got questions, and Light on Living puts the spotlight on all the answers so you can shine. Lift and lighten the load of life's challenges and learn simple and easy ways to live a healthy, happy life. You'll gain insight and start to see things in a new way that motivates you. You're invited to hear new, see different, and feel more as Lisa shines the light on living.
Well, hello. Welcome, everyone, to Light on Living. I have a few announcements, fun things to make here at the beginning. First of all, happy winter solstice to everyone. It's actually one of my favorite days of the year, other than Thanksgiving, because it means from now on, the days get longer. Yay! More sunlight. So that was my exciting thing. And I have an incredible, I'm so happy to have the guests that I do have on today for my not only 200th episode, everyone, but also my final episode. Now, doesn't mean that we are not still going to enjoy so much time together, but it did work out just perfectly, because I'll tell you, Amy Barroso, who is my guest today, she talks about one of my favorite topics. I don't know if you call it a topic, even it's life. So I'm just going to let everybody know. I'm going to dive into my intro here. And my question to you guys is how you are going to find out how you can and are already using, now we need that drum thing that I heard earlier, color to enhance your life. Amy Barroso, welcome to Light on Living first and foremost.
Thank you. And thank you. And congratulations. Wow. 200th episode. And
yes.
I feel so honored to be the sort of last person, because I was reading on your social feed that
yes.
you kind of feel like you're a caterpillar going to be a butterfly. And I'm sort of like right at the precipice of your birthing this into the butterfly. It's amazing. I'm so excited. So yes, color is always a great topic to talk about, especially on the winter solstice, as I'm hearing Saturn and Jupiter are conjunct, whatever that means. It's something big, I think.
Yes, that's how I do these things. I said, I don't always have to know how things work. It's like food. I don't need to know why it tastes good. Well, sometimes I do if it's healthy or not healthy, but let me bring you in, Amy, just because I want people to know this, why you just love color so much. Because first of all, even your words are colorful. This is going to be so exciting. I feel like I'm going to be asking so many questions that so many people would want to ask you, and it's going to be like just round one, round two, one through. So everyone tuning in today. So first of all, thank you so much for this. We just love having listeners join us. But Amy Barroso is an enchanted graphic artist, a color sage. I love this. An author and founder and creator of United Colors of Design magazine. And oh my gosh, I actually have a hard copy of this magazine. I'll tell you, when that thing came in the mail, I ripped it open and I was not expecting the beauty and the elegance and just like the life that came out of that package. Amy, thank you so much for creating this magazine.
Well, thank you for being a contributor. And all of the contributors are packed into each envelope. And when everyone opened it, it was like this burst of just unicorn energy that popped out of it.
Yes. I thought you were going to say butterfly there, and I was like, oh, I love unicorns too. I think I kind of dress like I'm wearing so many colors today on purpose for you. I had to take them off because it was interfering with earbuds, but I had the sparkliest. You guys got to go to my Facebook page and watch my Facebook Live there. You'll see just how many colors I was really wearing. Now, I find this fascinating. We had Moira Bush on, I think, it's over a year now, and we talked about colors, and this was a topic that, I don't want to call it a topic. Like, what do you call colors? It's not a topic. It's life.
It can be a topic. It can. It's a topic of conversation for sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're using the right word, I think.
Oh, and okay. Well, what I loved is that I quoted you in some things that says, we are opening a deeper conversation about color and how it impacts our design, our art forms, our mood, and our journey on this planet. That really struck me. Yes, you did. You did a great job on that one. So, okay, let's just start with this. Because you use color in your business, and then you said, we're going through a different bit of a business world here with this new way of living. I got to do something different with color. So can you just, how was color a part of your graphic art? I get that, the graphic design, but how was color a part of your life before, and how did you use it, and how are you using it now in business?
Ooh, 3-pronged question. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so one quick thing before I answer that question.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to do a little game with your listeners because it's always fun to play with color in different ways. So we're going to be talking about color, but I want to play a game with color. So if you're listening right now, I'd like you to choose a number between 1 and 3. And perhaps we can, I'll try and watch the time, but closer to the end of the show, I can sort of give you a little prediction or a little inspiration for the last bit of December as we close out 2021 and close out your show and just sort of leave on this cool note. Is that okay?
Ooh, I love this game. Thank you. I'm in. Okay. So I picked my number too.
Yeah, you picked your number? Okay. Pick your number between 1 and 3. Very simple. It's not a difficult game with bad rules or anything like that. Okay, so I have always loved color. I felt like I should have been born in the 60s where psychedelic colors were all over the place. And even in my teens, I, adopted sort of a twiggy fashion style where I was putting all kinds of different colors together. I've always been into arts in school, and so a natural transition for me was to go into some sort of arts to work. I mean, I never considered doing business or anything like that once I discovered the fact that I could, actually make money doing what I love. So I did start, in sales in a newspaper, my dad's newspaper, and one day this Macintosh showed up, and a guy who was doing spec layouts for the different advertisers. And I just sat and annoyed the crap out of him for days and days. Like, can you show me how to do that? And how did you do that? And what's this going on? And I would hang out in the paste up room because, I'll date myself. It was a long time ago. And we had paste up rooms, not computers, to put the newspaper together. So we're dealing with overlays and cutting color and stuff like that. So it's always been a part of my life to be a graphic designer and just, bring a little joy to people's business and life through my way of doing art, because I can't really even draw a stick person, so I discovered the computer can help me with that.
Wow.
But I do have an eye for color and design, and so the computer allows me to sort of channel that out for the people that I work with.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, the
2?
graphics. I'm super excited about that one thing because, what's funny is so many people think, they can see something in their mind, like in their mind's eye, and they think, I could see it. They have this vision of something. And like you said, I couldn't even draw a stick person, but the computer, you found a tool that allowed you to express this. I love that. I just absolutely love that. So prong 1, perfect.
Yeah. So, yes, and that's another good point. People have this vision, and so my job is to get up in their creative brain and pull out what their vision is. So a lot of it is just listening, seeing what their style is, what their business is all about. And then I discovered this system, this color mirror system, and you were speaking to Moira a while ago. She's my mentor, my teacher. And I was I was at a conference, and she had the color bottles set up. It's like a system of 87 different color bottles with combinations, and the energy of those just pulled me in like a tractor beam.
Yes.
I was helpless. I couldn't even walk by them. And they were slightly, but yeah, you get to look at them, and it's not like you're approaching someone with a crystal ball and they're a little scary. This is like, ooh, they're colors, and everyone was stopping and looking. And so I discovered that this is a personal healing device, like spiritual healing through the energy of the bottles, and also a way for business owners to find out their soul colors, which we can do through some calculations, and then inject that into their brand story. Woo!
Yes. Oh, I love
Like,
that.
this
Oh my
sets
gosh.
me on fire.
Yes.
As a designer, clients come to me and they're like, okay, so what color should I choose? And up until I knew about this system, I was like, oh, I don't know, just pick your favorite color, or, you know, what's the color that's suitable for your industry, and something like that. Now I take their name or their birthday or their the inception date of their company, and we do some magical calculations and find the colors to their business, and then we can use those. So now I don't work with anybody who isn't willing to allow me to wave my magic wand and figure out their colors that way, because I just feel it's a more inspired brand story than just my designer picked red.
Yes.
That's end of story right there. But if you can say, you know, I'm on a soul journey of violet, and these colors are going to engage my clients before they even speak to me or see me or hear of me, the color energy will pull them in, and I will be working with exactly who I need to work with.
I love it. You're so right. There have been so many brands that I've seen, just their color alone, it's not for me. And I know nothing other than their history, the thing, but other companies that I just absolutely love. And I still, again, don't know exactly about them, but I'm like, oh, I just love how they look and how they make me feel.
I know. So, it's like a little ninja that just kind of goes out into the world and pulls people in that needs to talk to you. Like, you know, I'm not for everybody design-wise. You're not for everybody health-wise. And so the people that are attracted to us via the colors we've chosen and the messaging that we use, they'll come.
So you said this one thing, and this might be a longer answer than I think, but when you mentioned, you know, we used to tell people, just pick your favorite color. Is there something to that, though, that why we have a favorite color?
I think if we all come in on a different color array of color, right? So when I do the calculations, you come in on a certain ray, and so you may be, if you're, you know, intuitive or in tune or feeling a certain color. If we do the calculations, I would say about 80% of the time, someone's favorite color ends up being their birth colors. Somewhere in their birth colors, their favorite colors come out.
Okay. Is that where they came up with birthstones and those colors for each month?
I'm not sure how that all works out. I know that this system connects numerology, astrology, the energy of just color itself, and different angels and like the archangels and archetypes that are within you. Like, it's all like this neat combination that that tells a great story when you actually have access to it.
Okay. Yes, access to it. Oh, I love that word. That's one of my favorite words. Access. That actually leads to this fun question. Speaking of access, how about access denied? Can some of our colors that we choose, whether we're wearing them or use them in our business, in our logo, our lives, our dinner table, I don't know, can that actually block access or attraction from the right people or attention?
Oh, you are going deep, my friend Lisa.
Okay.
Okay, so the colors that we choose to wear do, in fact, talk about perhaps some shadowy bits that we're dealing with. So if you see someone who's wearing black, a lot of black, or is always wearing black, you know, they, for whatever reason, a lot of women will wear it because it makes them look thinner. They feel it makes them look thinner. So in essence, they're hiding their body by wearing black. And black is about hiding, going into the dark place, you know, seeing what's happening in there. Ultimately, your goal is to embrace the darkness, embrace shadowy bits of yourself, and then come out a little freer. But every color is mirroring something to yourself by you choosing it that morning. What are you feeling today? And sort of subconsciously, you're putting on something that's going to help you or make you feel safe. But also the person you're interacting with is going to be mirrored something by what you're wearing. So it's this two-way thing, right? So if I'm looking at you wearing black and I have a judgment about, why is she not wearing any color? Then I have to look at myself, or that person in black may bring out my issue with wanting to hide or not be visible you know? So
Yes.
it's sort of a little dance we do in a conversation that's not even spoken because it's through color.
I totally see that. You're right. Yeah, some people are. I wear so many colors, and people always, I get everything from, why are you dressed like you're 12? And I'm like, I want to. So, but then other people, the word you said, you used the word.
Oh, that's a good point,
Yes.
Lisa. Because
Okay,
why are
yes.
they questioning why you're dressing like you're 12? Because their inner child has been suppressed. And whatever color you are, especially corals and pinks, like those are going to trigger people who have inner child stuff going on. They'll be like, oh my God, grow up, girl. Like, what are you doing? Instead of going, oh, that is so fun.
Yes.
Like, let's play, let's dance, let's have a good, interesting conversation. Let's see what comes out of that, right?
I love that. I love that you're using the word like dance and mirror. And we do have our first commercial break in just a minute, but what I want to let everybody know to come back and listen to is we're actually going to go into certain colors. So I know everybody out there listening has either a favorite color or a color that they're drawn to, whether they're decorating their home or their business or they're wearing it on their personal self. And Amy Barroso is here to help us just to learn more about why we might be doing that, how we already are using it and how we could be using it. Plus we have this fun game that we're playing. Hope everybody picked their number. And I am going to ask more about
1 to 3.
1 to 3. And we're going to find out, I want to ask as soon as we come back, more about not just the mirror color system, but mirror as in what are we seeing in the mirror with our color. So everybody come on back in just a couple of minutes. We're here on Light on Living. Woohoo! Amy Barroso.
The best of the holistic, spiritual, and conscious world. OMTimes Radio. IOM FM. Being a radio host on IOM FM allows you to build your show on a rich platform with the power of the internet to fulfill your outreach goals and connect with a very specialized and global online audience, unlimited by time and distance. OMTimes Radio will provide you with web relevance, a recognizable conscious brand, and with the standard of excellence that has accompanied every single OMTimes endeavor. Host your show with OMTimes Radio Network.
Hi, this is David Strickle. I'm excited to share my brand new show, The Stream of David Live, right here on OMTimes Radio. Each week, I'll have exciting guests, and I'll channel the eternal wisdom of the stream, a group of non-physical entities whose teachings have transformed lives all over the world. So join us for an uplifting hour each Monday at 5 p.m. Eastern. That's The Stream of David Live, right here on OMTimes Radio.
I'm so not good enough. Fail. They'll judge me. I'm afraid others it's already been done.
Who are you not to fully express who you are, to be your warrior of light and do business from your fierce, aligned energy? I'm Rosalind Fung, host of Activate Your Soulgasmic Business here on OMTimes Radio. Let's get your business turned on to the next level. I invite you to hop on a business soul alignment discovery call with me at rosalindfung.com and let's monetize in your soul mission. Go to ROSALYNF as in fun, UNG.com.
A social distancing tip.
Putting distance between yourself and others is critical to slowing the spread of coronavirus. So here are ways to stay in contact without the physical contact part. Call, send a text, set up a video conference, post on social media, dedicate a song on the radio. If you have symptoms of fever, dry cough, and shortness of breath, call your healthcare provider before going to their office. For more info, visit coronavirus.gov.
Let's all do our part, because we're all #alone together. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
All right, we're back here, and just a fun, friendly reminder to everybody that yes, we're celebrating the 200th episode of Light on Living. We are also celebrating absolutely the grand finale of Light on Living. This is our beautiful closing off episode. We have Amy Barroso. That's B-A-R-O-S-S. Nope, that's not it at all. It's B-A-R-R. O-S-O. I was reading that wrong one, that bad one. You guys have to find her. Actually, what is your website? Because I want them to go there to find you and your beautifulness.
My website is, I just use Facebook as my website. So it's white, lightning communications.
White lighting communications. I love
Lightning,
that.
like as in a bolt of lightning.
Bolt of light. Okay, good. Okay, that's better. Okay, white lightning. Woo! Sounds like fast. Go. Well, everybody, Amy's here with us today talking about color, how we already use it, how we can use it, and how it could be even possibly, I don't want to say harming, but holding you back, because Amy is an enchanted graphic artist. She's a color sage, an author, and the founder, and as we've been talking about before, beautiful magazine called United Colors of Design. And we're also playing a game. So for everybody tuning in here, everybody is to pick a number between 1 and 3. Amy's going to let us know what that is revealing to us later. My question before was going to be about mirrors, but now I have to ask this because I just remembered with the game. Is there truly a connection between colors and numerology numbers, or did we just kind of put them together? That's a very novice question.
Oh, no, there's a big connection. Yeah. I mean, you can use the color system that I work with, color mirrors, in lots of different ways, but I love the numerology part of it. And I'm new to numerology. Like I've been working with color for a long time, but I'm even new to color because, like I say, we're opening a deeper conversation. So the connection between astrology, numerology, and the colors are very close-knit.
Okay, they are. That's so interesting. I like that. So this is going to be fun to see, what the number that we chose reveals. So mirror. I love that you said about it's a dance and it's more mirror and reflecting. And this is what I really wanted to close off 2020. I was going to say 2021, but no, 2020 with is reflection, reflecting. We are seeing things, aspects of ourselves and what we're going through, shadows perhaps in color. So is it just the same as if we are drawn to certain colors of flowers or plants or water versus grass, green and blue? What's being revealed to us through color?
Every color is a mirror back to you of something that of a lesson that you can learn. So if you go through cycles in your life, you may, is it Picasso that had his periods? So like the blue period, the cubism period, like you may find yourself with different periods in your life where if I say to you, what does the color pink remind you of? And you can immediately go back to like maybe a pink bear you had when you were a child, or, flowers that you were given for a birthday, or it will remind you of something. And so normally when we talk about pink, it's about going back to childhood because, it's, let me just talk about the pink because I highlighted some of the pages so we could actually see. So pink is about unconditional love, mothering, your feminine side, intuition, compassion, romance, sensuality, affection, friendliness, that kind of stuff. But on the flip side of that,
oh no,
right?
There's a flip side.
There's a positive and negative aspect to every color and every group of colors. So the negative aspect, because love and money are so connected, pink can heal these aspects that come up. So pink can heal money issues. It can heal love issues. It can heal mother issues. Your inability to receive. As women, we're always about give, give, give. Even this season, I was listening to someone saying this season is all about giving, giving, giving. But the opposite to that is receiving. And so if you're like, no, keep your gift this year. I don't need anything this year. You've actually stopped the cycle of that giving and receiving infinity. So yes, it's about giving right now, but you also have to be gracious in receiving someone else's gift. And so pink can help you be more receiving of other people's gifts. And, it also heals feeling unloved. It heals victimhood, which is like a whole week's worth of conversation there. Healing anger, self-absorption, people-pleasing, allowing yourself to be trampled on, extravagance. Like those are the kinds of things that pink would support you in healing. So if I'm feeling like a little bit of a victim today, like have some pink food. I can't even think of a pink food right now.
Oh my God. Well, just beautiful. The dragon. dragon fruit too, like just even the outside. I'm so drawn to dragon fruit, even though it's white on the inside, but still. Yes.
So you can use our bottles, like the energy system. You can bath in a pink bottle and do some spiritual healing that way. We have pink spritzers that you can use. We also encourage you to dress in pink. Maybe wear some pink lipstick, or, like you do, dye your hair pink. Eat pink foods. Just immerse yourself in a color so that you can get its full benefits, and then see how you feel. It's good if you journal before, like, I'm feeling really unloved. I'm feeling a little needy right now. I'm feeling kind of crappy. Why don't I try pink and see what I feel like after immersing myself in it for the day?
I love that. First of all, I love the word immerse. That's a good word.
Yeah.
The journaling before and after, that's really interesting because, say we journal before. I'm feeling, what was one of the words that I was like a people pleaser. There you go. And so here we go. We're going to go into pink. We're going to have a bath. We're going to spritz. We're going to wear. And then does it just like suddenly go, nope, I'm done. I've worn my pink. I'm not doing anything for anybody. Like what would be something that we would notice?
What I do if I'm using the colors like the bottles, I would go into a bath with an intention to perhaps relieve myself of the need to please, or at least tone it down a notch. Maybe take one step, like allow something to be channeled through that might give you an idea of how you can empower yourself, respect yourself, because people pleasing is about not respecting you, right? So, what can I do to feel like a queen today? And even by virtue of having the bath, setting the candles, putting on some music, you've already empowered yourself enough to do that self-care thing. So now you've opened up your heart to be able to accept other ways that you might be able to get over your people-pleasing ways and not feel guilty about it. Like if I don't do this for someone, or I'm going to feel bad, but you don't want to do that. So the colors have a deep spiritual connection with helping you and supporting you through real world issues that might pop up. Jealousy, judgment, the people-pleasing thing, like you said. Like there's a whole gamut of things. But we came here as souls to learn those lessons and to bring that information back to, we'll call it the allness, and inform those souls that have not been here yet what it's like to be human. And because color has been a part of our planet since it popped up in the universe, showing us what foods were good to eat by virtue of the color, showing us what animals to hunt by virtue of the color, showing us, in now modern times, red means stop, yellow means pause, green means go. Like this color is a major form of communication. And so... Yes.
Ooh, I love that.
Just as much as verbal communication, musical communication, color communication, number communication, like the signs are everywhere. You just have to be open to seeing them and interpreting them.
Okay, so I have to ask this question now because we are talking about such colors and how that is. I love that as a powerful form of communication. What about the grays and the white? Because we talked about black, so gray. Is that a color? Because a lot of people love gray. Is that a color?
Well, in the system I work with, we have silver, which is gray, and platinum, which is also gray. So these are like star being colors. Like they're when you connect to those, you're actually like going up and out of yourself. You're I'm just trying to find the actual page because I don't know the definitions of every single color. So we do have a manual that I refer to, but
that's okay.
Because people don't talk a lot about the silvers and platinums as a color. So let me
metallics.
find that information.
Well, while you're looking, I just want to say, because a lot of people will do their homes in I want to say neutrals, beiges, creams, grays, to keep it so that they often say business, real estate people, they're trying to sell a house. And so they want to keep it so that another person could imagine their lives in it. So they're trying to keep it as a blank slate, so to speak, or just, and so then that kind of came up for me. Whereas when people are, I don't know, I'm making this up, but if somebody chooses to wear gray a lot, maybe it's because they just don't want to not overpower or impart their emotions. Maybe they're trying to be no, I'm for everybody kind of person in their business. Again, making this up, but it's an interesting thing.
Very close. Yeah, if you're when I'm doing a reading for somebody, and it's face to face, and they can see me, either virtual or in person, I tend to wear white because I don't want my color of clothing choice to affect them, especially if we're doing a dynamic reading where I'm actually choose a bottle, what's going on, what's the question, and you pick something and then we have a conversation. I don't want my color to influence their choices, right? But we group it into white, clear, and silver in this. So clear, of course, is about clarity. So when you are decorating in neutral tones, you're talking about allowing somebody to reflect themselves in that space. Now, if you want to, you can add in little pops of color, which people do. They'll paint their walls neutral furniture, and then they can change colors throughout the year or the season, right? Or depending on, what's my favorite color today. Yeah, so you can also do this in your, if you're working through something, we were talking about working through a people-pleasing pink issue, throw some pink cushions in your neutral environment, and now you're really working with it.
I love it. So almost like a backdrop. So the neutrals and clears are allowing to highlight even more so if you choose to do a color, or just leave it. And so is that a strong color? Is that a strong color, so to speak, shade, the clears, the neutral silvers, for a successful business? Or is it too blasé, and now we're just allowing other people to control our business for us?
No, I think when you're choosing colors for business, if you have worked out the lesson that goes with that color or lessons, then you'll be totally fine. So it's not going to affect you. What might happen is if you're using silvers in your business color, you'll be attracting people that will have some silver issues. So might be what silver can heal is suffering, confusion, forgetfulness, impulsiveness, ungroundedness, stubborn, contradictory. The people that are coming to you may have some of those issues, but because you have worked through your stuff then you'll be able to support them through it. And they may see you as the sort of person that can support them as they try and feel grounded. So if they're I'm always up in the air. I don't feel safe on this planet. I don't feel grounded. I feel like I'm from another planet. And you may find that asking them if they want to feel more grounded, we're talking about wearing a color that's sort of lower in the chakra system to kind of get them into the earth, or maybe even some coppers and stuff like that. But the people that are out in the ethers, they're going to be wearing the whites and the grays and that kind of stuff.
Right, yes. Actually, I have to share this. The first time I met Amy, everybody, on Zoom, she was wearing white, and so was I, because I think we both had that, new person to meet, let me wear white to make sure. So I was like, oh boy, that was fun. It is a trust.
Oh, sorry, go on.
I was going to say, it's also, I feel like, for me, when I put it on, I feel like I feel like I'm reflecting trust. They could trust me if I'm wearing white. I feel like I don't have an agenda. Maybe that's what it is. It's just pure light, just trust. Here we go.
Well, let's talk about the positive aspects of it then. Clarity, purity, reflective, innocence, unique, naive, perceptive, vulnerable, childlike, honest, artistic ability to step into the light. So, like, there's so much more that goes on with that stuff. Like, even in the physical aspects of white, we're talking about your skeleton, your bones, your teeth, and the white blood cells. So if you are, having, white blood cells would be like a leukemia,
immune system.
Yeah, your immune system. You're going to talk about wearing white to support that, and if you've got like broke a bone, that could be why they wrap your cast in white.
Cast. I
just thought about that. That's cool. Yeah,
I was thinking of doctors too when you said white. Yes.
Yeah. So they're going to give you the feeling of like they're dealing with people who are suffering, right? Mm-hmm. And they need you to see them as the healer. And so I think, be honest, be clear with me. Like, these are the words that show up when you're talking about doctors too.
Yes.
And past lives. So every color has a past life connection. And so past lives with white would be lifetimes in other dimensions or other galaxies.
Ooh, okay. Oh, that's a big one. Hold on once. Okay, so we have to sneak away to our final commercial break in like 30 seconds. So that is incredible. I did not even imagine that coming up. Okay, so, the listeners are going to love that. So when we are back, everybody, we're going to have you play the game, finish the game, but we are absolutely going to talk about colors and past lives like that. Oh, that's so fun. We are here with Amy Barroso, absolute color sage, incredible graphic artist. Oh my gosh, enchanted graphic artist, author, and all this goodness. Okay, we'll see you guys in 2 minutes.
The best of holistic, spiritual, and conscious world. OMTimes Radio. IOM-FM. OMTimes Magazine is one of the leading online content providers of positivity, wellness, and personal empowerment. A philanthropic organization, their net proceeds are funneled to support worldwide charity initiatives via Humanity Healing International. Through their commitment to creating community and providing conscious content, they aspire to uplift humanity on a global scale. OMTimes, co-creating a more conscious lifestyle.
Consistently attract soulmate clients, begin showing up on brand, monetizing on your calling. Welcome all spiritual coaches, leaders, healers, light workers, and practitioners to a show that turns you on in your business and amplifies your magnetism. I'm host, catalyst, and spiritual business coach Rosalind Fung, and I'm here to journey with you into the juicy and help you discover where the real gaps are. Ignite your mindset and soul with strategies and systems as each episode takes you to the sweet spot that activates your soulgasmic business by tuning in on Tuesdays at 10 a.m. Mountain. Join me for your light language activation and let's magnetize and monetize.
So I'm a cat and I just moved in with this new human and she's got this little toy she's always playing with all day long. Tap, 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 bloop, bloop. She can't put it down. There it is. Oh, and get this. She even talks to it. Last week she asked it for Chinese and guess what? Egg rolls showed up like magic. Humans have cool toys.
A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet. Be that person. Adopt. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the ShelterPetProject.org.
Oh, I just love that music. It just like dances you right in, doesn't it? There you go. All right, welcome back, everybody. Light on Living. We've got Amy Barroso here, and we're just diving into the past lives and colors. Can we just go straight into that? Because then, yeah, that's like I'm on a cliffhanger here on that one.
Yes. Okay. So every color that we work with has a past life connection. And perhaps, if you can look at white being like other dimensions and galaxies, I do sort of think of white as out there in the ethers and, the stars are white and the sparkle in the sky is white and all that stuff. So yeah, they do have connections. So if we talk about, let's see, past life connections with red, it's Russian, Chinese, a Roman Empire soldier, like that's the kind of stuff. So, I mean, it's not a far stretch. Chinese has red in the little envelopes they give in their New Year for money.
Yes.
Russian I associate with red. Roman soldiers, you know, you can see that connection. If we go into pink.
So if somebody likes red, then they have a connection, you think? Or if they don't like red, like if they are adverse to red, maybe
it's so there's two different things. If I've done a soul color reading for you, which I'm taking your birthday, and you've got a lot of red in that, then it could mean that you are bringing forward some red issues or red stuff from that past life. So you may have a connection to Romans. And what you might find is like, I don't know why, but I just feel like I want to go to Rome, or I feel like I need to go to Asia, or I want to go to Russia. And you really don't understand why you have this connection. But if you're coming in on that red ray and you can see it in your soul color reading, then this might explain it. So it's interesting to do readings for older people because they've lived life, right? And they can go, oh, that's why. And then for younger people, it's kind of like, this is your potential. This is what you may find comes up for you in the future. But for older people, they can see, you know, perhaps there was a divorce, or perhaps they had money issues, or they've worked through their stuff. And there's a whole other level of colors we can go to that are the enlightened versions of the lower energy colors. And so we can speak about what you can ascend to, like a little secret message about where you can go to. So the whole past life thing is, if anything in your life is happening and you're like, I don't get it, I don't understand that, like nobody in my family has that and nobody I know knows that, and then you have to kind of go, okay, well maybe it came in my DNA. And so then you can talk about it through colors, through a dynamic reading, which is, okay, you don't know why you do this. Let's ask the bottles. Let's pick a bottle. Let's see what happens, what comes up. And it may mean that, you know, as I'm talking to you about a certain color and I raise the topic of a shamanic past life, or are you into shamanism, then, yeah, it may pop up. So it's not like I like red. I used to be, you know, an imperial soldier with the Roman Empire. It goes. You kind of have to be in tune to what's going on in your life, and if you've had any strange pulls that you can't really explain.
That is so interesting. Okay, and then bringing it to a present tenses on, you know, the colors. Because you mentioned about divorce, if, you know, you've had a divorce. Is there a possibility, you know how some people, when they do get divorced or they break up, they say irreconcilable differences. Could two people be so on a different ray of color that a relationship could fail because of, like, will the colors help identify that? Incompatibility.
Yes, there's my word. Incompatibility, yes. If you're into astrology and you're like, hey, baby, what's your sign? You know, like there was some kind of
yes,
truth to that when in the 60s, when that was your thing, because people believed that you had to, like, certain signs are more compatible than others. And we know that by reading information online about it. So perhaps what the colors are going to be able to do is say, okay, this is the ray that I've come on, and this is the life that I've meant to live, and this is the issues that are going to come up for me. And then you can do your partner's colors, and you can see how you may trigger one another, or how you may mirror one another, or how you may support one another, which is ultimately knowledge is power. And so if you know what they're working through in this lifetime, and they know what you're working through, then we never have to, you know, as long as we remain evolved and understanding, and we're, you know, eyes open enough to see, oh, okay, that's something that they're working through, and I'm not going to try and solve it for them. I'm just going to let them work through it, and vice versa. So, you know, my partner and I, we are not married, and we've done that by choice, and we're here because we want to be here, and because I do the colors, you know, I'm like this, oh, okay, go pick a bottle. Let's see what's going on there. Or he's also very spiritually in tune. And so he'll be like, oh, I think this is what you're going through. And so, sometimes it's like, ooh, I don't really want to hear that from you right now. But,
right.
You get to walk away and go, okay, maybe there's some truth to him. And then you have to kind of just set your stubbornness aside and go, okay, yeah, all right. I think if we're triggering that in one another, then we got to work through it. But both of us have had the benefit of hindsight as we've both been married and divorced, and we're both very open to working through our stuff. So together.
I love this. I love how the colors can literally, like you said, have hindsight with things in life, and then look at giving a reading to somebody who's lived a lot more years on this planet, or helpful for the future, because our businesses are changing so drastically. You just, added to your business by adding this beautiful magazine and such. And I can see it just being it's fun. It's a benefit, but it's also fun. And speaking of fun, did you want to do the game? Because I don't want to run out of time.
Yes, let's do that.
Okay, let's do that. You take it from here.
Okay, so if you haven't already, I'd like you to pick a number between 1, 2, and 3. Pick a number 1, 2, or 3. Not between 1, 2, and 3.
1.75.
Yeah, no, just pick 1 or 2 or 3. So This is essentially going to be, I did a little thing on our last break there where I brought in, I sprayed my pink angel and sprayed my Metatron and brought in, whatever happens in this reading, for whoever is listening, it will be the perfect message for today. And I am, what's the word? It will go on until the end of the year. Let's just say my cutoff for these readings is for the end of the year. Okay. Just to bring in, this is kind of the energy that will be happening. So number 1 is called the Lilac Angel of Prayer and Forgiveness. Ooh. Lilac. So picture the most beautiful lilac bush, and that's the color of this bottle, and it's a spritzer bottle. So this, to me, now this is just me kind of reading the bottle and the message that's coming in. To me, I think if you've chosen number 1, first of all, you're the boss because you chose number 1. So there might be a little bit of ego in there, but I'm always number 1. So there may be some forgiveness and healing through prayer that needs to happen over the next couple of weeks to move into 2021 with a nice, peaceful being about yourself. If there's anybody this year that you feel that you need to connect with, whether you verbally connect with them or just in your prayers, to send good energy and love to, because we need to remember to love things into being, not fight things into being. Nothing says stay stubborn like a nice fight. So you may also want to watch out for headaches, because the purple of the lilac of the color is around the crown chakra. So you might want to just be wary, keep yourself stress-free as much as possible during the holidays, and just, look for alternative ways. Don't just pop a Tylenol, just maybe put on some purple, eat some purple, get a purple spritzer, and just kind of support yourself that way. So that's number 2, forgiveness with prayer for the next couple of weeks. Sorry, that was number 1. Number 2 is a fun one. It's the Dolphin. It's an indigo blue color, sort of like that deep, deep blue of the ocean. And so dolphins are amazing people, because dolphins are what I've learned in this system and through, just basic nature. Dolphins are the fun, play, great communicators of the ocean. But one thing that I just realized since joining this system and learning about, the ocean a little bit deeper, is that dolphins are the warning brigade to whales. And whales are those, the big giants of the ocean that just want to be peaceful and have their babies. And so they go into these coves in South Africa where the system was born, and the whales are in the cove, and the dolphins stand guard at the opening of the cove and warn the whales if sharks are coming.
How kind of them. Oh, I love them.
Isn't that nice? So if you're a little pack animal like I am, like a whale, because I have the whale bottle in my colors, I need dolphins around. So if you chose number 2, you would be that person who is the advocate for the little guy. And so over the next 2 weeks, you're going to want to amp up your communication, and not just verbal communication. Like, see how you can communicate if you're in business with your audience in different ways through visual, like do a reading of your book live, or maybe create a podcast or start something that is got to do with communications. And also, I think over the next couple of weeks, if you've chosen this number 2 dolphin bottle, you may have the ability to connect. If you go into meditation, you may find that you are connecting higher because it sort of opens up your limitations and will help you connect on a deeper level. So
beautiful.
Number 2, dolphins, like, go out and be your awesome dolphin self. Maybe do some volunteering, maybe help communicate for a community group that can't do it for them. Be a spokesperson. Like, try and figure out how you can use your communication skills this week or for the rest of the year to support maybe a cause that can't do it because they're afraid or because they don't know how.
All right. Okay. Number 3, because we got three minutes left.
Okay. Number 3. Number 3 is Archangel Michael, and he is turquoise. And so this one is just reminding you that you do have this angel on your side when you forget that you are divine. So everyone on this planet is made of a divine source. And so we just need to remember that. And Archangel Michael, you can do like a little prayer to him, call him in this week if you're feeling that you are not feeling so powerful, that you might need some support to feel safe during these holidays. Just know that you're not alone is basically what this is. He's a turquoise color bottle, and it's a beautiful thing. You can wear your turquoise, or you can just keep that presence in your mind to just recognize that you are a wicked divine person, especially if you're alone. You know, just reach out to people. They're there for you. And that is where I'll leave that.
Beautiful. I love the colors. So we have lilac, we have indigo, and we had turquoise. Oh, it's so beautiful. I love them. Now, Amy, this is, oh gosh, I could just talk to you about color all day. I mean, I think we all could, because it's just so much creativity, but assistance with color. And there's also enlightenment with colors. We can find out more about us. So I'm inviting everybody right now to connect with Amy for many reasons, to go check out this gorgeous magazine that you just created. It's so beautiful, honestly. And I love that your Facebook page is just where they can find you. So it's Amy, A-M-Y, Barroso, B-A-R-R-O-S-O. Go there. First of all, your logo is just gorgeous too. I love everything about it. Beautiful graphics. And if also you'd like to contribute and want to write in the magazine, you can talk with Amy, see if you guys are a good fit. And you can take it there, have a session.
Yeah, featured artists. So if you're an artist out there, the next issue I'm accepting for is red. So if you're working with red, you can feel free to email me at United Colors of Design Magazine at gmail.com. So that's UCOD, U-C-O-D, magazine at gmail.com.
Oh, I love that.
If you have a submission.
Okay, perfect. And they're best off just to grab you on Facebook too. So Amy, first of all, thank you so much for being a part of such fun for the final and the 200th show. I just really happy that this ended up. It was perfect. It's so perfect. Thank you so much.
Don't fly, little butterfly. Go be free. You're going to have a birthday. You're going to transmute into this glorious winged creature that will just, take the world by storm.
It is. And I heard a term the other day, thank you, that was called a painted lady. And I thought, and I love my makeup. I love my color. So I thought, how perfect. So thank you, Amy Barroso. Everybody must connect with you. And to all my wonderful listeners, thank you so much for being a part of my life for the last 4 years, every single Monday for 4 years. It's been an incredible journey. I'm so excited for the next step. Please visit me on my Facebook page, Lisa Berry, Berry, or super easy, Lisa at lightonliving.com for anything. If you are wondering, you want to know about a guest that I had in the past, where can you get a hold of them? You'd like some more information from myself, anything from nutrition to life coaching to, I have 2 other shows still with OMTimes Radio here. You got the Flow of Enlightenment on Tuesdays, and 2 Mondays a month I'm with Access to Angels and Grace with Noemi Grace. So we've got lots of connections still, you guys. So thank you for being a part of my journey and supporting me along this way. It's been incredible for me. And guests just like Amy, they're friends. They become, I am just so grateful for every single person that has put their voice and message into Light on Living. So thank you, everybody. Please enjoy the beautiful theme music that Eric Lambier helped write with me. For the final show. Yeah, everybody. Thank you so much. And thank you, Amy. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, Lisa. Congratulations.
Thank you. Okay, bye, everyone. Have a beautiful rest of 2020. Until next year.